Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. We are at the horse track in Gallopolis. We haven't done this since very, very early in the game. Even then, it was still like 20 episodes in or something like that. Okay, so what we need to do... Just going through here. Okay, so fortunately this is on easy mode, but we have to do the Platinum Cup. And obviously you have to finish first place to get the prize. And you can see how the track changes in each of the cups. Unfortunately, we don't have to do this on the difficult mode, just the easy mode. There are different prizes for doing it on the difficult mode. But I'm not going to care about those. Okay, Silver Cup. Yeah, we don't need to see 20 scenes of just the track. So we'll skip that, and, okay, I forgot how to do this. Fortunately, okay, there's our dash. Yeah, I totally forgot how to press square to turn better. Oh, what do you think you're doing? I missed that shortcut. That if you'd taken that path to the right, that's the shortcut. The jumps also give you a boost to your dashing stamina. Yeah, it'll take me a race to get back into this. I don't know what the deal is with those pumpkins. That was me trying to get the turn there. It didn't work out too well. So yeah, general strategy, just hold down the dash button, and if you're turning properly, like I just figured out how to, it'll actually be quite fine. I turned too early there. You can see when it's breaking your momentum there. Yeah, we got a new record. Well, of course we got a new record. It's our first time doing this. Alright. Part of me was contemplating that, okay, I'll try it one more time, and if I don't get it, I'm just going to do it off camera and just show you the winning race. But this is actually not that difficult once you get used to the controls and the steering. It's a little bit, steering the horse is a little bit, it's a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's not much of a difference between lightly steering and then heavily steering. Like it's hard to get in between that range. It's like one extreme or another. Either you're not turning enough because you're only turning slightly when you're not drifting, and if you are holding square and drifting, you can do some pretty sharp turns there. Yeah, see how I almost went into the wall? Oh, I missed the first one. That's not good either. Ah, there we go. Well, I hit the thing. Oh, we gotta go right. And when you run out of stamina, you know, that happens. You end up going really slow. But then the next time you pick up one of the green stamina chargers there, you get filled back up halfway, which is pretty nice. Yeah, you're just gonna want to hit as many of them as possible, and then when you hit the line to start the last lap, you get a full charge of stamina for doing that. Yeah, that's a nice straightaway there. You don't want to miss anything. Weren't there more around here? Huh, I guess they disappeared for the final lap. Okay. Well, we got in first place that time. That's like a 10-second improvement right there. Alright, and now since we got first place, we can take part in the Gold Cup. And we do have to pay a small fee to enter. And while it looks like I only have 29,000, I have like another 240,000 sitting in the bank. So I'm really not worried about the cost. And we're off. All this horse racing terminology and such. Whoa. Oh, hey, you can't just plow into me like that. That is rude. I still don't know what the deal is with the pumpkins. They don't seem to have any negative impact if we run into them. The walls do have a negative impact. Kicking pumpkins around. Yeah, see, I lost my full stamina, but then the next one I got completely filled up. Last lap, wait a minute, that's only his second lap. Yeah, this race only has 2 laps to it, so that's interesting. Which means I need to not miss these jumps, I need to not miss all that stamina. I also need to not hit the wall. Past gameplay me, are you listening to my directions? Uh-oh. There we go. And we got there. What's also nice about these horse races, especially on the easy difficulty, is that you saw we even bumped into the walls a few times and we still ended up being able to finish first. As a person who doesn't really like racing, I'm glad that it's fairly easy and generous. Though overall, you know, what I'm going to tell you is I would personally prefer that this wasn't in the game, because this is just it. I don't usually care for mini games like this. Like if I wanted to play a racing game, I would just go play a racing game. I wouldn't be playing an RPG. This is not ideally what I want to be doing. Though there have been some mini games in RPGs that I kind of enjoyed. One being the Chocobo Hot and Cold minigame from Final Fantasy IX. Oh, hey, you can't pass me already. I've been non-stop dashing. Kick those pumpkins at him. Oh, you can't ram me. That's illegal, and that threw off my momentum. See, I was either not going to turn enough to hit that ramp, or I ended up overturning. Yeah, see, that was an example of not turning enough. Ooh. Really bad that I missed that ramp, because now I'm out of stamina. This is the Platinum Cup. This is where we need to finish first, because I need that forging hammer. Are you guys even listening to me? You don't pass me. I need the forging hammer. Get your horse out of my way. Last lap. Here we go. Oh, hitting that wall there. Because I went up on an angle. I don't know what we're doing with those pumpkins. I don't think we're going to get it on this one. Oh! At the last possible second, we squeaked in and got first. See, that's what I mean by the game just being generous to us with these minigames. This is like the casino all over again. By all rights, we should not have won that, but for some reason the first place horse just wanted to slow down a lot at the end and just let us pass him at the last second. I do appreciate that. And now we have the forging hammer, so we can go... Is that where we're going? That's not where we're going. We're going to do that at some point. But we're going to go back to the Wheel of Harma here, because I need the claws for Jade, because that new crafting recipe we got, the Draco Lord claws or whatever, I need the claws from the third trial here. So we have to get those. This requires 6 participants. And I vaguely remember this one. Okay, the Dark Conquerors is those dark things. You know what? I actually want to put... Yeah, I want to put Jace there, because he can use Quadra Slash on those 3. It's those 3 metal, like the metal hunters and overkilling machine, that sort of stuff. And Lantern Festival, we can probably handle that with Sylvando and Rab. Rab, we're just going to use Crackle. That's why I want him in that battle. And then Veronica in the final battle, just to do Kabumo. Hopefully that'll be enough, and we won't need Jace as well, doing his light attacks. Well, that was very convenient. And we'll go with multi-feet. Okay, we're making a mockery out of the third trial now. Although I don't think I attempt the 5th trial again. I do not attempt the 5th trial again, so we do not get the prizes from the 5th trial. I'm only interested in the prizes from the 3rd trial right now. Right now, this is the last time we're doing Wheel of Harma in this playthrough. Hey, we took out 1 already. You guys are pretty pathetic now. Let's go for another Quadra Slash. Now there's 2 down. Reign of Pain. Wow. And we'll go with a Swords Dance. There, have 858 damage. At 5 actions so far, we need to win this within like 20 moves, or 15 moves or something. We've got this. Oh, it's Lantern Festival. It's been mesmerized by Sylvando. That's wonderful. Okay, Rab. Crackle. Let's see how good this does. Oh my goodness. It's just one-shot everything. Okay, 6 actions. Yeah, so we have 9 actions to finish this one, which will be really easy because I know the light attacks last time we did this really helped speed this one along. It was that second battle where we got hung up on time. I might as well go for Hiswushel. Alright, now Veronica, we're going to use Kabumo, which we did not have last time we did this. Wow. Do you want to double cast that? No. Didn't want to make that much of a mockery of this. There we go. Oh, we need the Beastmaster's Claw. Oh, we only need to win within 20 moves. 9 moves. Alright, cool. Now with that, we can go back here and we can forge the basic Sword of Light. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're not going to quite get the same cutscene that we had last time. Obviously because Veronica's here. Remember, everyone took a turn forging this thing. And they're not going to do that this time.
the second sword of
which
light.
I think is a little lame. I wanted to see
So, gonna give it a
Veronica
try,
try and
what?
swing that hammer. Alright, here we go. Luminary powers activate. And yeah, we get this cutscene again. It's not quite as meaningful as it was in Act 2, since, you know, we already have the super sword of light. And we're not in as desperate of a situation. I mean, granted, Kalasmus is more powerful than Mordegon, but it's kind of been... I mean, he hasn't collapsed the world or anything like Mordegon did. Yeah, for post-game, he's just kind of chilling out, kind of like Kefka was in Final Fantasy VI, just sitting there waiting for us to come to him. While everything else still gets to be all cheery and all that. And I just feel it's a little bit appropriate to forge our Supreme Sword of Light here. Can I even forge... Oh yeah, I took care of getting like some Serpent Souls and Crimsonites off camera. I already explained how to do that in one of the previous episodes when I was talking about forging. But this is where we're actually going to do some amount of forging here. And so I'm going to give you guys forging tips, which I'm not really going to fully enact here, because I haven't actually discovered the forging tips yet. I do some more forging off camera a little bit later. So we'll put all that in there. Okay, so what you want to do for forging, especially this late game forging, or I should say what I've found effective, don't use just one Sizzly Puff, use 2 Sizzly Puffs, and then use either Quadra Bash, and only use Quadra Bash if you can hit all 4 of the spots. Otherwise, don't do what I'm doing right now. Go with Multi Bash. I mean, it doesn't seem like it does as much, but it's very efficient for what we're doing. And you can see we have a long ways to go on each of them. So the lower cost for the multi-bash is what's better in the long run. And the double Sizzly Puff is also better in the long run. Inspiration Strike, so this gives us the Master Stroke. And again, I do not recommend using this right away. It does guarantee the next thing you do is critical hit, but as you can see, that doesn't really matter too much. It doesn't help us greatly. Now, what's really cool about critical hits is if you're below that perfect spot, below that green bar, even if you're in the green bar, but you're not at the perfect level yet where it turns gold, you get a critical hit, and you will go up to that spot. You will not go over that spot. But it's not, critical hit is not necessarily going to take you all the way. The Master Stroke guarantees that your next shot will be a critical hit. So you can use this to your advantage, and basically, so what you want to do is use like double Sizzly Puff. The Supreme Sword of Light is the most difficult thing to get +3 on. I will get +3 on it. It even took me a couple tries even with this strategy. So you want to do 2 Sizzly Puff, and then just keep doing multi-bash, even though it's kind of random where it bashes. And that's the part I don't like about it. You know me, I don't like randomness, I like consistency. Multi-bash is okay. It's fine, it's cheap, it's efficient, and it'll get the job done. You're gonna get, 3 of your things up there. Yeah, this is me trying it again. See, I got 1 to green, and I'm out. So yeah, use multi-bash a bunch. I don't feel too bad about using the Perfectionist Pearls there, because we can just buy more. And they're not expensive anyways, considering we have 240,000 gold in the bank. So there's our accolade for making the Supreme Sword of Light. So yeah, just multi-bash until you get all 3 of them around to where you need it. And then when you get your Inspiration Strike, use it as kind of like the last boost you need to get to the perfect spot. And for the Supreme Sword of Light, that means you'd get to the perfect spot on 2 of them. Another strategy I've used, because I have so much focus at this point, when you get, you know, those things where you can't do, like, there's a few things I forge where Quadrabash does a perfect, I've got a perfect 2x2 grid to work with, and that's where Quadrabash is really nice. Especially with the Master Stroke. But to get the third one, get it, you know, as close as you can, but then use the Cold Breath to cool the temperature down, and then use a Lightning Bash there. And even if it's like, if you need like 5 or 2 or something for damage-wise, to get to the perfect spot, you'll usually get it. That's just a strategy that I've found works pretty consistently. Yeah, here's where Quadrabash is good. You can see increased power on the next one there. Now that bottom right one, I do kind of have to be careful, because I don't want to go over that. So I did the cross and just a basic quadra. Okay. We can do another basic one. Alright, so that one's good. And then you can kind of tweak the ones like that. Also, when you use your Inspiration Strike and go for a critical hit on one that's already at the gold spot, it'll actually just miss and not do anything. And you can see we have a lot of focus here. And there's that. Now here, you see, that one worked out, but what I should have done is use the Cold Breath to turn down the temperature. So yeah, even if you use 2 Sizzly Puffs and then later use a Cold Breath or 2 to lower the temperature, it's okay. You have plenty of focus cost by this point, and that is just the effective forging strategy that I found. Of course, for the Dragon Lord claws there, yeah, now we gotta get the Dragonian Lord claws. Yeah, there's no benefit to getting those. You can't get them like +3. So whoop-de-doo, I got it perfected. I guess it gave me a little star there. And it looks like I might have to get some other materials. You have to get other materials? What else do I forge here? Or do I just look at stuff? Oh no, I can make that. Yeah, but see, there's no bonus for getting perfection on these. So I'm not going to care too much on this one. So we'll go ahead with the Sizzly Puff. Yeah, I'm still on... Oh, Inspiration Strike. Past gameplay me. This is... See, what this is doing right here, don't do this. Because if you use your Inspiration Strike there, now look where we're at. Yeah, so you want to hold off on using that as long as you can. You want to get everything to be relatively close to the green bar and then go for your Inspiration Strike. Because it'll guarantee the critical hit, and it will likely not result in things like that. Alright. We went way over on the 1. And that's what's causing the failure there. But you know, it's okay, because you still get the item. It still works just as well as it was advertised. And so yeah, when I do more forging off camera, that is the strategy that I would be using. And I just found that to work very well. And I very easily got everything I wanted to +3. And there was only a couple pieces of equipment that I had to try that twice on. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.